Hey, good evening. This is John McLaughlin. I will live in Marietta, Georgia, and I work at Carlton J. Kell High School in Marietta, Georgia, 2.3 miles from my house. So I spend a lot of time there. I'm going into my 16th year working at Kell, and it's the best job I've ever had. I previously spent 25 years in the printing business, operating binder equipment as a supervisor, night shift, etc., which was a huge help for me getting into the media specialist position. As I ended up fixing copiers, computers, all kinds of stuff. So it took me 6 years to get a job as a media specialist. I ended up taking a job in the 6th year as a parapro in an elementary school nearby, just trying to get my foot in the door with the county. For whatever reason, couldn't get a job, maybe because I was a male, I'm not sure. But this job opened up, I went in, interviewed. The first thing they asked me when I walked in the door and sat down for the librarian job was, "What will you coach?" Which threw me off for a minute, but then I realized it's part of the job. So I played baseball, lacrosse, and hockey. In high school, I still played hockey and lacrosse, so I was given the JV girls lacrosse coaching position my first year as a media specialist. That year at the banquet after the season, I was made the boys varsity head coach because the other coach had gotten death threats. So I guess I don't really have the typical media specialist job here. You kind of, working in the business world, you have to do the things you need to do to keep your job and do what the principal wants. So that I did. I've been Anime Club sponsor for 13 years. I drive a school bus when needed. I have a CDL from when I grew up in New York driving a bus. Outside of being a media specialist, my favorite part of being at Kell is every Christmas we have a Shop at Longhorn festival where we supply $150 worth of gift cards and lunch and other fun stuff for over 100 kids in our area, the underprivileged kids in our area. And I get to be Santa Claus, and that's just, it's 4 months away. It's something I look forward to every day, and I cry every year because it's just incredible what we have kids living in our own area that just don't have anything. It's just, it's hard to believe. So in terms of Sir Ken Robinson's video, I guess the one word that hit me was climate. He talked about operating educational systems in schools from the government side, but in terms of school climate is key, and the principal and the athletic director can be huge in terms of the climate of the school. I've been through 4 principals in my school and 5 athletic directors, and as a coach and as a media specialist, those 2 positions can really affect how things go for you in terms of what you're doing and how you do it, and having support from them. And let's just say over the years in 4 principals, it's kind of been up, down, up, down. We're back up again. The principal I have now was our athletic director from 2010 to 2013. And he came back as our principal knowing the population, knowing the diverse group, and has been incredible getting through COVID. For us to be able to get through that the way we did was incredible. When I first got into the school as a media specialist, I worked with another media specialist in there who had been there since the school had opened. So she'd been around a long time. She was a little leery of me because I was new and a man and goofy, I guess. But we hit it off pretty fast. But it was incredible because I had played hockey all my life in New York and refereed. And my first few weeks at the school, I spent more time breaking up fights than I did anything, girl fights mostly. But I'd refereed hockey in New York, so I was used to doing that. But it depends upon the situation you're in and what happens, and you have to deal with it and roll with it and just keep going. But the climate of the school, our school climate now is awesome. I've seen it go up, I've seen it go down. And when the climate of the school is bad, the kids don't care, the teachers are apathetic. So that climate, it makes a huge deal, and you can almost disregard what's going on above you in the government side of things, and you focus on what's going on in your school. And that's what I do in the media center. I try and have a good time. I try and let the media center be an open place for the kids to come in. And that's why I do Anime Club for the students that really don't do much else of anything involved in the school. I try and make Anime Club on Mondays from 3:30 to 5:30 for them, where they can come in and do whatever they want to do, watch anime, draw, talk. I spend a lot of time talking to the kids. I have 3 kids and 2 grandkids, and I have a bunch of dogs and cats and stuff. So I love the chaos. The third point, I guess what I learned most in the primary readings is probably not what everybody got out of it, but on page 10 of the first reading from Guided Inquiry, there's a list of projects that other people are doing in colleges, Temple University, University of Southern California, but projects talking about what they're doing, like in the Southern USC, creating alternative book covers. I'm always looking for new things to do in the Media Center with my students, and that's something we share a lot between media specialists. But these are college level ideas, but a lot of times you can take these ideas and take them down to another, we have a wide population of readers under my school. So bring some of these things down and use them in my school, and try and get teachers to come into the Media Center more and collaborate, which is tough, as Sir Ken talked about. Collaboration is tough when you're teaching to the tests, so that's something that I try and do more of, and I've got more teachers coming in. I have fine arts coming in, doing some dance stuff, doing some art stuff. Getting math and science is the hardest to get in because it's tough for them. And that's about all I got, and I thank you for your time. Have a good night. Appreciate it.